Well, Azealia Banks tried to expose Nick Cannon a week ago, about wilding out and why she didn't do it and started crying. Well, DC Young Fly, who's on Wildin' Out, he exposed her for why she really cried. Now let's start kind of from the beginning of the story. She was like going at Nick Cannon and making fun of him for having lupus and all other kinds of stuff. You know, she can get quite vicious. Okay, and first off, I'll say Azealia Banks is very talented. Is just an entertainer. But she said that did one out today. There were tons of pre-planned jokes, of course. Cry, baby, cried, and then she said some scrawny little black Atlanta twink was prepared for me. They planned for this. Hit me short notice. Told me I didn't have to participate in their freestyles. And I was going to sing and do my song and go home. I showed up and some guy who's darker than me, talking about DC on Fly, I think, starts calling me ugly and being a colorist. And then all of a sudden, most disgustingly basic local cattle, she goes off on this whole thing. Well, DC Young Fly says, hey man, I made fun of her braces, and she started crying because she didn't have the wire in the braces. I said, your dentist cheated you, and basically she started crying because she didn't have the wire. She only had the metal on her teeth and not the wire. I thought that was funny, but she didn't. Then she would, before that, she was making fun of Nick Cannon for having lupus. She was like, if I were to make fun of Nick Cannon for having lupus and being weak and sickly, that wouldn't be good, right? So anyway, she responded to DC Young Fly, and she said, no, dude, the reason I cry is because I wanted to call all of you dirty Atlanta DL HPV infested jerks stuck below the Mason-Dixon line with no access to health care. I was going to call you all, specifically the type of black men that women hate, specifically the type of black men that society hates. What? This girl's going crazy, okay? She said, which is why DC is forced to breed with bloodless, fat white women who have low self-esteem. Wow. Collect government aid and are just happy to have a man around. I'm 100% sure that DC has a cluster of warts that look like a vine of grapes growing out of his ass, but that wouldn't have looked good on MTV. Wow. She's crazy. So, anyways, that's what it is, man. I mean, hey, I think this is super, super petty. It's almost dangerous to have Azealia Banks on your platform because she's going to go against you. I mean, she's done movies, gone against people, done features with people, gone against them. Made friends with people, gone against them. It's kind of scary, and you know what? She's scary is because she's talented. I just wish she would just do her talents. She could be a force of her own. She has a very unique style of music, and would be good for a certain type of people. But anyways, some people are angry. I don't know, and that's kind of you can be angry living in New York too. I mean, I grew up in New York, so I don't know. It's just. It's possible. Anyways, I wish them all the best. This is Jordan Tower, JT News. Hit that bell, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to add to the channel, it's jordantowermedia@gmail.com. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to check you guys in the next one.